to the Halloween special of the Nerdcast with 3.5 Geeks.
Hello. This is our Halloween special, and to start it off, I'm already quite scared because Rick's trying to molest me, and Connell's talking about hippos and what was it?
Ducks.
Hippos and ducks on a bed, testing out the springs. Believe me, you had to be there.
Oh no, you really didn't.
Oh, you did. I'm Andy, and I've not been molested yet.
I'm Ricky, in the night is young.
I'm Andrew, and somebody seems to want me.
Nobody wants you.
All right.
You're alone.
All right. No, actually, I'm.
Yes.
Should we start again?
No.
I'm Cornell.
I am King Edward of the Potato Clan.
I am a Jersey Royal, my friend. This is annoying now.
Your phone is pinging.
My phone is ping.
This isn't very professional.
No, we never claim to be professional.
No. Yeah, but I can see it here. It's his ring. It's his tone. He's just sat there with his tone around popping.
No. Don't make a joke out of it when we all know it's his mother. Where the hell are you? I've made your bed.
I've never made my bed other than when I make the...
I hate making my bed. Anyway, Halloween special. Let's talk about scary things.
To be fair, they're probably already terrified. Thinking, what the...
It's true. If you listen to this point, then you probably need professional help. Oh, right.
I'm guessing a lot of this will be edited already.
No, I think I'll leave it in. It's kind of fun.
Fair enough.
Who for?
It adds personality.
We have it.
Yes, the bad kind.
Oh, well. So, Jason Calland, old friend of ours,
Yeah.
wanted us to do each of us do our top 3 horror films. And apart from that, what else have we watched lately? You wanted to do a comparison to Halloween? Was it?
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The original and the remake. The re-rape.
What about the Babadook?
If you want to talk about the Babadook, that's fine.
No, really, I don't.
Well, we can do.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
we have watched quite a few scary films lately.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
some of them have been really overrated.
And some really underrated, like As Above, So Below.
Yeah. When I say overrated, I'm referring to the Babadook. Babadook.
Yeah, if you haven't seen the Babadook, spoiler, it's shit.
No, I won't say that. You watch it, make up your own mind. But I didn't reckon much to it.
It started off with an interesting concept.
There was a bit in it that, really freaked me out, and I thought, oh yeah, this is going to be great.
Yeah.
And then she kept the monster as a pet. And it lost all its charm.
Well, to be fair, the reviews for it were so brilliant I thought it was going to be, they were going on about it being so original, and then, because it was a Bond villain. It was Baron Samedi from Live and Let Die. Sticking its head out of cupboards going, Babadook.
See, when it comes to horror films, I've just Googled top 10 horror films of all time, and that's in there. That says it all. That, in my opinion, if somebody isn't into horror films, they shouldn't be chuffing criticisms of it or making top 10 lists, because you don't know what you're fucking doing. The film is piss poor.
To be fair, I will admit, for the first half.
First half, yeah.
It was very creepy. And then you started seeing Babadook. And it was a CGI squiggle.
Hello, Dave.
It was a CGI squiggle. Really
Yeah, that's what else he looked like as well, didn't he?
He did, actually, yeah.
Looked like
Papa Lazarus.
Papa Lazarus. Hello, Dave.
And right now I'm going to insert a picture of Papa Lazarus for anyone that doesn't know. Which is freakier than anything we're going to talk about tonight.
Also, just a warning, it's not a race. It looks racist, but it's not racist.
How is it racist?
Oh, Papa Lazarus, because he's painted all black.
Yeah, it's painted like a gollywog.
That was the name of the teddy bears.
It was. I'm treading water here. I really want to,
No, we'll be fine. We've said we're not doing it as a racism thing. The teddy bear's called...
No, and I agree with you. It's just I don't like even mentioning the word racism these days. Cause
suddenly you got a spotlight.
yeah. I'm sweating.
Hey. What's the word? What's the saying?
Don't say
it. Any advertisement's good advertisement.
For racism.
I think we're on a different page here, Conor.
You jumped ahead.
Huh?
You mean it in a positive way? Is that
Yes.
what you're saying? Right, okay.
Even bad press is good press.
Yeah.
You're
Not
saying,
when it comes to racism.
I was going to say no.
Yeah, but it means we'll get more views.
And we get lynched as well.
We haven't said
By
anything bad
keyboard
yet.
warriors.
He's being very careful with what he says. So, this is where I'm going to move swiftly on. So, yeah, the Babadook. Overrated film. As far as underrated films go, As Above, So Below, which we watched recently.
I think, again, I still think that, again, suffered from the old thing where I mean, I can't remember how long it is. Say it's 90 minutes long. 85 minutes on it were absolutely brilliant, proper.
Yeah.
I mean, that kind of stuff terrifies me. Claustrophobia and...
Well, I haven't watched it, so...
Do you not watch it?
No.
No, he didn't go.
Oh, it's good.
I'm one of those people that have to work.
No, it was sort of like for 85 minutes. I mean, can you remember that? I've told you this before. Can you remember the advert when we were kids? On telly advertising Army.
Yeah.
And they used to go underwater, swimming through that tunnel. So used to get leg caught on a piece of metal or something. That used to terrify the crap out of me as a kid. One of my worst fears is being trapped in an enclosed place with water. And so, there's a couple of bits in that film like that, isn't there?
Yeah. So, are we doing a bit of a spoiler talk about it then? Do you want to?
Can do. I mean, to be fair, it's like I was just saying. I think it's underrated, but I think it's same as a lot of. I think most horror films or scary films, or whatever you call them today, they can't resist using CGI.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't work It doesn't work for that genre of film, if you ask me.
I know what you mean.
Or JPM. Jumps per minute.
To me, that seems to be a new thing where everybody's bashing jump scares.
I've nothing against it, but sometimes they do overuse the jump scare.
Depends on the film. If you go into a film like Paranormal Activity, that's what it's about, into the jump scare and stuff. And I don't mind it. It depends on the film. I mean, As Above, So Below is kind of...
It's psychological, that though, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's not a lot of jump scares, and like I say, until towards the end.
Yeah.
And like I say, it's like towards the end where suddenly they start using CGI to make creatures come alive from water.
Yeah, it loses a bit of its...
Yeah.
Yeah, but...
I think everything up until, like I say, it's like a 90-minute film, and for 85 minutes, everything's done practically.
Yeah.
And it's...
It works. I'm trying to think what category to put it in. I mean, it's found footage, but I wouldn't put it in the same category as like Paranormal Activity. So it's
Blair Witch, maybe.
Yeah, that fits it a bit better, I think. Doesn't
Yeah.
it? But it's kind of the plot to the first Harry Potter film. with the Philosopher's Stone.
Oh, yeah, the Philosopher's Stone and Nicholas Flamel.
Yeah. But yeah, when they get down into the actual catacombs...
So that's the story on it, Conor, sorry. Is this lass is looking for the Philosopher's Stone. It's based on a real story.
Right.
And she thinks it's located in the catacombs that are underneath Paris.
She's not from Hogwarts. It's just a separate thing.
That actually sounds like a film I've heard of before.
Well, those actual catacombs are real.
Oh, yeah, I know.
And there's like millions of bodies still there, aren't they?
Yeah.
Which is really eerie when you think about it, you know.
No, I remember seeing like a horror film based similar to that, but they weren't looking for a Philosopher's Stone.
Well, I recommend it anyway.
Yeah.
It's a damn good film. Underrated.
They were having a rave party in Catacombs. Can't remember what it was called though. It's going to annoy me now.
I think there is something similar.
Yeah, that sounds familiar to me as well.
Yeah.
I can't think where it is.
But yeah, so we've got one overrated film, one very underrated film.
Yes.
To start us off.
What else have we watched recently?
What, horror-wise?
Yeah.
Well, we just watched the pilot for Constantine. So, I mean, I know it's a show that got cancelled, but brilliant show. Another underrated thing, if you ask me.
Not watched enough of it yet. So.
I'll have to say the same on that. I've only watched the pilot myself.
Well, the character is making an appearance in Arrow, the next episode of Arrow, so really looking forward to that. So back to the geek stuff now. Doesn't take long, does it?
No, it really doesn't.
What about our top three? Who wants to go first?
Well, we're going to do one each and then move up. Keep
Talk
going
about
around in a
something else,
circle.
Yeah, can do.
Do one each.
Sounds good to me.
Alright. Start with oldest.
Rick.
Oh, sorry.
Oldest and the prettiest.
Well, yes.
I'm the youngest.
Well, so we're just doing one film, then moving on. Until we've done all three.
Sounds good.
I'd probably say start off with classic. Then is probably the original slasher film Halloween. That's one of my top three.
Good choice.
Can't go wrong with that.
I mean, to be honest, I don't ever remember it. No, sorry. The only time I would ever describe it as being scary is because it was one of my favourites. The reason it's one of my favourites is because I remember it watching it on Halloween.
Yeah.
When I was a kid.
Yeah.
Staying at my
that.
grandma's house with two of my cousins, and we watched it, and then they were coming into the living room with carrying knives, going like that, trying to scare the shit out of me.
Did it work?
Well, yeah.
Look at him, it explains a lot.
I just thought, it's the original slasher film, and I think it's good because it's no other slasher film has done what it does, and that is it just builds up tension rather than going straight for the kills. Every other slasher film that you've ever had these days is all about the body count and the amount of gore.
Yeah.
And that one, I think,
And the cheesiness as well, unfortunately.
I was going to say, it's not aged well.
No, but it's aged better than a film like Scream, which is what I was thinking as far as being sort of cheesy and annoying. I mean, I know Halloween's kind of slow to watch it now, but it still creeps you out more than a lot of modern films.
It hit the right notes for where.
Yeah, it's a classic.
Well, it's because it had never been done before, has it?
Yeah, and then of course you've got your typical intro to every slasher film ever since.
What?
Starts off, pretty couple in a lake, swimming naked, come out, gratuitous tit scene.
Now you're thinking Friday the 13th.
I was going to say, Halloween starts off. It does start off with a couple having sex, but it's in
does.
suburbia.
Yeah.
So
You're close, yeah.
every slasher film.
To be fair, though, I don't necessarily know if they're a pretty couple because the film's so. I've never seen a decent quality version of it.
Yeah, it's pretty poor.
You can't tell what people look like.
It could actually be a man. Yeah. Do you want to compare that to the remake now, or since we're already talking about it?
It's up to you. We can do, or we can go back to it. It's up to you.
Might as well. I can't really help with this because I've not watched it.
You've not seen the remake?
No. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't. It's one of them things where I would say, I definitely don't want to start bashing remakes because I enjoy remakes and reboots.
I'm with you.
I love seeing different takes on things. I just think if you watch the remake on its own if you can put the original out of your mind,
This case just nostalgia wins over.
No, I've just said if you can put the original out of your mind, it's not awful. I know a lot of people they say it's quite good, and it's got its moments. So sort of like the whole difference. I'd say up until the point where it basically becomes a remake, it's actually quite good.
Yeah,
showing you the actual
a bit of backstory.
Yeah, showing you why Michael Myers is the way he is.
Sort of things with serial killers when they're kids, you know.
Torturing animals, being abused by his stepdad. And then after he does the killing, rather than him just kill his sister in the remake, he basically butchers his entire family apart from his mum and baby sister. And then when he gets put into hospital, that's quite good, that section.
Yeah.
When he's a kid.
I might have to search this up when I go in.
I think
It's not a bad film.
I think that's quite good because the kid actor who plays Michael Myers is brilliant.
Yeah.
You can see a proper spiral. You know, he's supposed to be pretty much evil from where it go, but you also see him sort of disappear where to the point where he'll only talk to his mother, and then he won't talk at all.
Excuse me.
And there's a point where he stabs a nurse, and he's always wearing these masks, and his mum takes the mask off.
Yeah, he's sort of obsessed with him.
Yeah, and he's supposed to be he's screaming, and he's supposed to be. His mum doesn't even recognise him anymore because he's spiralled into this abyss, into his insane kind of thing.
Unfortunately, sorry, go on. Sorry.
Well, no, to be fair, that's it. Then it kind of becomes almost a scene for scene remake.
Yeah.
Apart from the fact that they make him about 7 foot tall and he breaks out of his chains. And,
Oh, well, yeah, he became
Terminator.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I know he became kind of like that in the originals as well, but not in the first one.
Yeah. As far as sequels go, the sequel to that remake is abysmal. I'm pretty sure I would class it as the worst film I've ever seen. They try to say that the reason he kills people is because he sees his mother as a ghost and a horse. I swear to God, makes no sense.
Now, to be fair, going back to the remake of the original again, it like I say, the original was like all about building tension. The remake replaces all that tension and just replaces it with brutality.
Yeah.
Which is not necessarily. I'm trying to think of another way of saying it. I'm like, is that even a word, brutality, when you're not referring to Mortal Kombat?
As long as it's not friendship.
Yeah, like I say, I'm not necessarily saying that's a bad thing. Like I say, different version. There's no point in making the exact same thing. But it really, like Andy says, it really goes over the top.
Excuse me.
They had a wrestler playing. It don't necessarily do a bad job, but like I say, there's a bit where he kills a bloke in a toilet for jumpsuit, and he pulls a knife on him or something, doesn't he? And
Is it the guy from Dawn of the Dead?
Yeah,
the black guy from the original Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah,
that's the guy he kills in the toilet.
Yeah, and I'm sure he pulls a knife or something, or a gun or something, and he's bashing his arm against toilet stall.
Just out of curiosity, the black guy isn't the first one that dies out of curiosity, is it?
No, he isn't.
It's always one of those films, one of those things in old horrors. The black guy always dies first.
Yeah, it seems to be. He only has sort of a cameo, doesn't he?
Yeah, and he's sort of like he's bashing him arm, and it goes on for ages, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like boom, boom, boom. You're like,
everything's kind of over the top in it, isn't it? You know, so
and don't get me wrong, the original, I would say, apart from Donald Pleasance and Jamie Lee Curtis, everybody else is not the best acting. But the remake makes the original's acting look Oscar worthy, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does.
Not bad, eh?
Yeah. I think, I've just had a thought, I think we should each do our 3 and then move on to the next one. Because that way, when I edit it together, I can put a link to jump forward to Rick's top 3 and then Connell's top 3.
Yeah, sure.
What do you think?
Fair enough. Right, what's your next one?
Right then, number 2.
Number 2, I'd say, is again is an older one, Alien, first.
Another classic.
Excuse me.
I know the more popular one is Aliens.
That's more of an action, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think it's one of them things where about getting older or something. Because when I was younger, favourite Aliens film was Aliens by far. Favourite Terminator film was Terminator 2.
Yeah.
Now I'm a bit older. I much prefer Terminator 1 to all of them.
I actually agree with you completely.
And I think Alien is by far the best Alien film.
Yeah. Again, when you're a kid, it's a very slow film, isn't it? You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because as a kid, you're watching it for the blood and gore or action, or you know. And
when you're 5 years old, it's like, oh, I can watch an 18 film. Yes.
I had the Alien toys.
Yeah,
That's
what I never
back
got.
in the day when they used to market adult films at kids,
Yeah.
you know, have a toy.
It's a face hugger. It plants an alien. It plants a little egg inside you, so the alien bursts out your chest and spreads blood and guts everywhere.
Ooh.
I'll have that, please. Can I have that?
Alien wing wang.
I miss those days. Not the Alien Wing Wang days, I mean.
Yeah, it's like RoboCop.
RoboCop, yeah. That's another one.
I used to have toys for that.
Hell yeah.
I had RoboCop.
To be fair, I never realised how gory RoboCop was because I had it taped off the TV.
Yeah.
And it was edited,
The edited
for
version.
TV, so...
I was saying with Aliens,
Yeah.
my uncle had it taped off at telly, and I never realised how much swearing was in it. It wasn't the gore so much that they cut out; it was the swearing.
Yeah, they weren't bothered about the gore.
Well, like I say, I think again, it's another film that I think the film's only like an hour and 50 minutes, and they don't even get to the alien's not in it till about past the hour mark.
Yeah.
But it's still all about
Setting up atmosphere.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm tell me to shut up and slap me, I don't mind.
No, to be fair, I thought that this was the whole point that we discuss that.
Yeah, I just don't want to be jumping in, taking your lines.
No, you 100% agree with you, dude. It's all about atmosphere. And I think that's what I prefer when it comes to these scary films where I'm not bothered about blood and gore because it's just not something that appeals to me. I'm not somebody that like, oh no, I can't see blood and gore like that. I'm just like, oh,
Depends where it is.
blood and gore.
I don't like seeing people's teeth being pulled out or something like that, but chopping someone's head off, I'm fine. Not touch the teeth.
I'm the same. I can see anyone being disemboweled in any other manner of goreness, but do it with surgical.
Oh, real life sort of operations.
Oh,
I'm
sod
with you.
that. No.
With you on that one, dude.
But I mean, again, as well, Alien, same as Halloween. If you look at it, there's actually a really quite a small body count because there's not that many people there to begin with.
Yeah.
It was just more about sort of like the atmosphere behind it. So it's all sort of like it's futuristic. I like the fact that it's futuristic and then really grimy at the same time.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's a classic.
Yeah. Futuristic yet retro in the same way.
I want to play Alien Isolation now.
Maybe later.
And like I say, and obviously the Alien it launched franchise, and you know everybody knows when you say Alien, that's the first thing you think on.
The Xenomorph.
Where did they get the name Xenomorph?
I think that's more of...
The second one, wasn't it? Aliens.
It might actually be a proper term. I don't know.
Is it? Oh, I don't
I've
know.
no idea, to be honest.
I just know it as the Alien.
So I know.
Well, they could use it to immigrants. Xenomorphs, aliens.
What is wrong with you tonight?
I don't know.
I know the alien creature was actually designed by an artist, weren't it? Is it H.R. Geiger or something, or Giger? I'm not sure how to pronounce it.
I couldn't tell you. I don't know.
I think it was
I think it was Geiger.
painter, artist who actually designed it.
It's a pretty creepy looking thing, really.
Well, it changed dramatically from first and from second, because you never see it clearly in the first one. In the first one, there's actually a skull underneath the thingy, and you can see eyes. Not eyes, but like holes.
I know what you mean.
So that's always confused me about the aliens. Do the aliens change depending on its host body?
Yes.
I think that's what they're supposed to say in the third one, weren't it? Because it went into a
Yeah.
dog. It were more... It were
CGI.
on all fours.
After coming out of a dog, it looked like a cartoon almost.
After coming out of a dog, it looked
That's
like
stop motion.
really cheap-ass CGI.
Yeah.
I think now, though, if they ever... I don't think that nobody'd ever dare do it, but if they ever went back and made a new trilogy of Alien films, or like a remake, I think they ought to do first and then the story from Alien Isolation, and then Aliens, to have a full trilogy.
And then forget Alien 3 altogether.
That's what I mean. Just that as a trilogy.
What about Resurrection?
We don't speak of that in this house.
That's what must not be named.
What, the Mario movie?
It's worse than the Mario movie.
I don't know.
And, they all go out, Josh Whedon, he's a hero, look what he's done with the Avengers. Yes, look what he did to the Alien franchise.
Ooh.
Bless him for the Avengers, but he's not perfect.
Everyone's got to start somewhere.
But then again, he also had involvement in Toy Story.
He did?
Yeah,
he did.
Story or screenplay or something.
Wow.
He's hit and miss.
Yeah. He seems to do something bad, then something really good, then something bad, then something really good.
What did he do after Firefly?
Avengers. Oh no.
Didn't he?
That Dollhouse or something.
Dollhouse, yeah.
But that was supposed to be actually really well received critically. It just never got the ratings.
I don't know, I never saw it.
I'm going to say the same. I've never even heard of it till now.
So yeah, he's the Toy Story, which was really good. Then Alien Resurrection, really bad. Then Buffy.
The movie.
The movie.
Oh, okay, I suppose then. So, no, he does something good, then two bad.
Yeah.
Then something good. Then he did Angel.
I liked that film at the time, but back then I had no taste, so...
I suppose
It's when I met you two.
Same could be said about the TV show, really. I wonder how that's dated.
It didn't age well.
When you're a 14-year-old boy and you're only watching it for Sarah Michelle Gellar, you were like...
I was watching it for Angel, what you know about it.
This is the best thing ever.
Isn't it funny how her tits got bigger every season and then shrunk?
Honestly, she never did anything for me.
No, I mean...
To be fair,
I like Giles.
I really liked her in season 1, but then after that I was actually I was watching it for the stories. I actually got into the show.
That's what you say about porn.
Yes, everybody watches porn for the stories.
It's
That's
true.
like going to hook for a hug.
Right then, number 3.
Number 3, this is the one that I'll probably get eyes rolling. Paranormal Activity.
Oh, dude, yeah. You've got to put Paranormal Activity on the list.
For me, it'll be the first and second ones.
The first one.
I'd say the first one. It's the first one all the way. I enjoyed the second one. I enjoyed the third one, and I enjoyed the fourth one. But I think if you've seen the first one, you've seen all 4 of them, and I think that's kind of thing what I feel a bit sorry for the later ones for, because they didn't get worse. They just kind of did the same thing, and people got bored.
It was repetitive, yeah.
People kind of got bored about it and sort of like tore them to pieces for it.
I didn't like the whole bringing witches into it, though. I have to say.
No, I think the weird thing with that is. I'm scratching my leg.
You have very hairy knees.
It's a good job you can't see us.
It's because I'm a man.
You've got a very hairy face.
He says.
Leave my boyish good looks.
We've all got hairy faces at the minute.
My hair is covering my many chins.
It's not many chins, it's just one big chin.
I am one big chin.
No, like I say...
Excuse me.
No, I think the first one's brilliant, and then the second one is the first one again, only in a different house.
And bigger scale, you said, didn't you?
Well, it's not so much bigger scale, it's more...
Slightly over the top.
Yeah, it weren't so much, in the first one a woman gets dragged out of bed, in this one she gets dragged down the hallway and then floating off.
Yeah.
Oh, God, no, don't. I remember seeing... Someone had done like a little video and...
This makes me think of a haunted house.
Yeah.
Well, no. Someone had done like a little video to it of a fishing game. And I was reeling her along.
I saw that. Yeah, the guy from Sonic Adventure, weren't it?
No.
Big the cat.
I've seen that.
Something's biting.
That was a really good impression.
But,
did you voice Big the Cat?
No, Duke Nukem did.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
I think.
Hail to the king, Froggy.
I think the thing with, like I said, the second one is like you said. The
Can
first.
I've got to stop you there. How long has it been?
Oh,
And we're on to Sonic.
You brought it up, motherfucker.
Sorry, carry on.
no, like I say, like you said, the second one is. I just think the second one's the first one again, only done a bit more over the top. I thought the third one did things a bit differently. There was some more. There was kind of some more original stuff coming through again. Like you said, I didn't like the whole thing with the witches.
Yeah.
But I just thought there was some of the scares were different.
Yeah.
So like I say, my favourite one from the third one was when there's that, and you think it's one of the kids under a sheet stood behind a babysitter, and then suddenly she just goes, "Whoa."
I like it where the little girl runs into the room and just stops dead.
Oh, bangs into someone.
Yeah, that was cool.
That, like I say, but like you say, and the bit at the end where you think the mother's stood at top of stairs, and then as it goes upstairs, she's not. The feet just aren't quite touching floor.
Yeah.
I thought that was quite good as well. But then, like you say, I weren't a big fan of the whole witch coven thing.
No, nothing really tops the first one for me.
No, like I say,
It was brilliant, that film.
like I say, I mean, I agree.
Bastards went after Dog in second then.
I agree with the
Kill as many humans or children as you like.
Yeah.
Do not touch the dogs.
Yes.
I agree with the general consensus that the boyfriend Mika really starts getting on your tits.
True.
But which one's that? The first
The
one?
first one, and by the end of the film, when suddenly he takes over her, he suddenly turns into a twat. All the way through this demon's been after him and everything. And it's like, get out, let's get out, let's get out. And then she, no, I want to stay while I talk in two voices.
Yeah.
Okay, let's die. It would be like that in a haunted house. Deuces. Peace. Gone. Bitch, there is a ghost in the house.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, that is one of the films that has kept me up at night. Paranormal Activity.
Yes.
Yeah. Definitely.
You never realised how loud your house was until you watched that film.
That night, I remember going to bed, not being able to get to sleep. Excuse me.
Excuse me.
There was a loud crash in the spare room, and I mean loud. And my spare room was basically full of junk.
I can remember this stuff.
I'm so brave and manly that I told Carolyn to get out of bed and go and have a look. I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed.
You
She would have died, not me.
You would have saved your fortune come wedding time.
Yeah.
I think
That's what women are for.
I watched it on a. Don't do this, kids. I watched a pirate copy. And it had the different ending.
Which one was it?
It had the ending where she's
Spoilers.
It's where she just sat next to bed in a trance, and then coppers come in the morning and shoot her.
I actually prefer that in it. In fact, there was another one I saw that was my favourite where...
The one where she walks back
Cuts
upstairs
her
and
throat.
slits her throat.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good. I love that ending.
That's fucking beautiful.
I want to say, I did quite like the original ending where she basically throws him at the camera and then comes in all... What's it?
That's the theatrical one.
See,
Right?
Yeah,
face.
what's that character from Mortal Kombat?
Baraka.
No, the other one, the woman.
Melina.
That's it. All teeth and everything, and then the other one was the one where he goes downstairs, all of a sudden he starts screaming, and that's it. I think she comes upstairs and just stands there, like you said, for like 3 days, were it?
She's just sort of rocking backwards and forwards, isn't she?
Yeah, but she has got blood on her shirt.
Yeah.
And she's still got knife, so when...
Oh,
Yeah,
she
fully
just
shooted,
she kind of runs at coppers green.
Yeah.
I think that's basically my top three. Just as a slight bonus. It's just as a slight bonus. Very close to getting on the top three list was Sinister.
I do like that film.
I haven't watched it.
But to be fair, it's not for the entire film.
Yeah.
Because all the bits with the oogly boogly demon aren't that creepy, and it's the 8mm movie. They were the ones that freaked me out.
Yeah.
They're the bits of the film that freaked me out.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Right then, is it my turn now? Or
Yep.
do you want to go, Connor?
No, I'm youngest, so that makes you next.
Okay. For my 3...
What I did on my summer holiday.
Right.
Mess.
My first one is going to be Amityville Horror, the original. Classic. That's my classic. I've read the book as well recently, a couple of months ago. And
I didn't know you could read.
I can do many things. The film, it follows the book pretty close. The reason I quite like that is we've talked about it before, haven't we? This sort of a sound quality that the 70s had.
Yeah.
That was really...
It's when that, I know the bit we were on about is in the bathroom. Is it in the bathroom when it shouts for him to get out?
Yeah.
And because the sound quality is not brilliant, it kind of crackles almost.
Yeah. And it sounds distorted.
It makes it sound louder.
Yeah, yeah. And it's the way it's always building up to something. It's a... I was going to say it's a fun film then, but it's really not a fun film. It's a great horror film. But, like with all the best ones, it's about what you don't see.
Here's a question. Do you believe them, the Lutzers?
No.
You think it were all made up?
I've watched a few documentaries. Once after I've read the book and watched the film recently, I watched some documentaries about it, and excuse me, the George Lutz, the father, was. They sort of make out they're moving into this house, and there was these ghosts or demons, and they drove them out. What they don't tell you is that George was supposed to have been a bastard. He was quite abusive to his kids. Apparently, he was obsessed with like occult stuff,
Well, it was stepdad, really.
Yeah. So I meant that. I meant the stepdad. I knew that. I do know what I meant.
Don't believe what he says. I watched a documentary about the Amityville haunting.
Yeah.
I thought that was quite good because it weren't the stuff that you saw in the film. It was more. There were a lot of subtle stuff. They were sort of saying he became obsessed with making fire because he could never get warm.
Yeah.
And they found that hidden room that were painted red.
Yeah.
And daughter having that imaginary friend.
Jodie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it were all that sort of stuff. It weren't big, massive.
Yeah. The documentary I saw was about one of the sons, or stepsons. And he comes across like a prick. Is probably the best way to put it. But I don't believe a word of it. It's, the things he said, I reckon that they were quite traumatic for him, basically because of his stepdad being a knobhead. I don't think any of the haunting crap was real.
Yeah, but he looked like Ryan Reynolds.
Hey, speaking of, the remake, another one that's got a remake, Amityville Horror.
I've only seen it once. I can't remember it that well.
It's not bad.
I get it mixed up with actual old one, to be fair.
It's pretty good. It's not a bad film at all. You can sort of mesh the original and the remake together, and it basically follows the book perfectly. But they're both stuff that doesn't happen in the book,
Yeah.
But the daughter in that one, in the remake, it's what's the girl from Kick-Ass?
Chloe Grace Moretz.
Yes.
I think her name.
She's the best actor in it.
But to be fair, it's one of them. I'm sure I'm a big fan of Ryan Reynolds. I really do think he's brilliant. But I'm sure somewhere in his contract it states I must have a shirtless scene where my six pack is rippling and sweating.
Of course. But yeah,
the house is haunted. I'll go and check without my shirt on.
I recommend both. The original is creepier, but mainly because it's older, 70s, like we say, the sound's
rough, and it just works better. But the remake is pretty good. The sequels, no. That's all I'm going to say. No.
So I've never seen any of the sequels.
I've seen a few of them, and they're pretty rough.
I think that's the thing, isn't it? I think they should make that a rule. If you make a horror film and it's a success, you are not allowed to make a sequel.
Damn right. Yeah.
If it's an average success, go ahead, go on, make as many sequels as you like.
See if you can make it better.
But if it's really good, no. When they go, how about we do it? No.
Right then. As for my number two,
Talking about poo.
I was going to say Paranormal Activity, but some bitch beat me to it. But another one that I quite like for the shock value was The Grudge. The American version. I've seen bits of the original, the Japanese one. But the American remake with Sarah Michelle Gellar. That film freaked me the fuck out when I first saw it. Once you've seen it once, it does nothing for you again. You can watch it over and over, it does nothing. But that proper freaked me out, that film.
I agree with you. The first time I saw it, it freaked me out. But then I saw Scary Movie 3.
Oh God, no!
And it always breaks the tension because all you can think, like when
your favourite line.
Suzuka, Toyota.
No,
Sushi.
Is that a face?
That's fourth one, isn't it?
Is it? Ah.
Is that the one where they're doing Grudge? I can't. They all blended together. Right? Oh yeah, but I do love that line. I saw a face. Did it have a nose? Yeah, that does sound like a face. I can't get through that when I started to chuckle.
That's the best bit.
Oh, when she's supposed to be taking care of that old woman. She ends up dipping water in. She thinks she's getting her bath. Yeah. She dips it in piss.
Yeah.
What gets me? I can't take that scary movie seriously.
You're not supposed to.
Yeah, no, but then you look at the Grudge part of it, and all they're doing is saying random Japanese brands at each other for talking.
Yeah, she's trying to give his name, and it's like, he doesn't speak English, so I'll say...
Toyota, Subaru, whatever. Them sort of things, just like completely random. It's like speaking Italian, lasagna, pasta.
In The Grudge, I never quite understood why the kid makes a cat noise. Yeah. But...
Japanese culture?
I read up, you know the scene at the end where she comes down the stairs and she's crawling out of the body bag thing and she's all contorting? That was real. She did that for real. There's no editing at all there. And that's the bit that really freaked me out. I hate the way... They always do that in Japanese things as well, where they sort of twisting and contorting and like...
Oh, because they did that with Ring as well, didn't they?
Yeah. Yeah. But really, really good film. Enjoyed it.
I love a good mindfuck film.
I don't. I never sleep for them.
That shows you that they're a good film.
And if I remember, the second one wasn't bad neither.
I never watched that one, so...
The third one was pretty poor, I think. But yeah.
Did the second one have her out at Flash in it? Or am I getting actresses mixed up?
I couldn't tell you. I haven't seen it in a long time.
I think I'm getting actresses mixed up.
I just thought I'd mention the sequels. It's the Sarah Michelle Gellar version that I like. Brilliant film.
Yeah. To be fair, the Ring as well. That's another one. The first time I ever watched that scared the pants out of me.
That kind of bored me, that one.
It's the ending when she comes out of telly. I was like, why ruin telly for me? I love telly.
And then you've got a scary movie that goes and
why don't they
ruins
just
it.
put the TV flat down, face down on the floor, and she can't get you?
Fair point. I never thought of that. Scary movie coming to bed again. Cindy, the TV is leaking. I'm whooping it out, Cindy.
Right then, and for my number 3...
Please tell me Scary Movie haven't done a parody of it.
No, they haven't.
Yet.
I've been debating what to have for my number 3 for a while, and I've picked this film for a reason. Insidious. It's That film is perfect if you take out that red-faced gimp.
Darth Maul.
Darth Maul, yeah. Years and years ago, when we were about 16, 17, me and Rick used to come up with... after we'd made love. we used to come up... We used to talk about writing a horror film. And...
some bastard were listening.
Basically, we used to say, if people were listening to us, it'd freak them out. Well, apparently someone was listening to us, and they stole our ideas. One of the main ones being the whole baby monitor scene, where she's listening on the baby monitor, and then another person's voice comes over it, where she say, well, what would you do? That would freak you out. That's in the film.
Especially when you own a baby monitor now.
Yeah. Another one was, I believe, it was something to do with seeing a dead person like a ghost, and it coming towards you and just grinning at you. That's in the film. Basically, all our ideas were ripped off in that film. But it worked, apart from Darth Maul.
Either that or our ideas were so generic everybody's thought of them.
Our ideas were revolutionary.
Revolutionary.
I can't say it. Kiss my fat ass.
Viva la revolution.
I can say that.
Revolutionary.
Bitch, I will shave your beard.
Do not touch a man's beard. For it is a sacred beast of itself.
Get out.
No.
I don't understand what the writers were thinking. They would start watching Phantom Menace one day and thought, I know.
Darth
Yeah,
Maul.
because everything about that film, it was kind of like, it was paranormal activity, but if you saw everything... if you saw everything, that was what you'd get. And then, like we were on about earlier, they throw in this big CGI monster thing, which just didn't work.
Darth Maul.
Darth Maul comes crawling along the walls and shit.
Well,
but the second one was pretty good. I enjoyed that one. Really good story. Recently watched the third one. Really excited about it. This trailer looked brilliant. I thought it was tosh.
Yeah.
Which is English for fucking shit. I really didn't like it.
It's like all of them, because we had this big build up for the first time we did like the movie night when we all got together, weren't it? Where it was to watch The Conjuring.
Oh yeah.
Or The Conjuring. Sorry. And
Conjuring.
I'm from Derbyshire.
Watching Conjuring.
Watching The Conjuring on telly with a cup of tea and a pie.
Oh, you bastard.
I know, and again, it was like 5 minutes or maybe 10 minutes short of being perfect until they threw in CGI shit and had a
dancing on the ceiling.
I really think you could splice that song of it. Oh, what a feeling with chairs on. What are you doing?
Yeah, that can be my bonus one. Actually, I was going to say The Conjuring was my other choice. I was really debating. I went for Insidious basically because it's our film that somebody else made. But yeah, The Conjuring is another film that scared the bejesus out of me. Apparently I'm a wimp. Until the ending, yeah, and she's Lionel Richie, you know. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Dancing on the ceiling. Connell, over to you, my big hairy friend.
Oh, yeah. Okay, my first one would have to be...
Kebbers.
Wreck-It Ralph. Sonic's screen time was horrifying.
Sonic Underground.
You all take mick out of me for bringing up
Sex
Sonic.
Lives of the Potato Men.
You always take piss out of me for bringing up Sonic. Yeah, you're the fuckers that keep bringing it up.
You were still the first one.
Yes.
How was that?
You were on about the big cat.
Sound like my dog.
I tried to steer it away from that, but you'd understand what it was
You
from.
were talking about a big cat that goes fishing.
I said
In a
it was.
Sonic game.
I said it was based. It looked like it was based on a fishing game. I didn't say what.
You knew.
I knew. Yes.
You knew, you bearded bastard.
Right, first film.
You big bearded bastard.
BBB.
You big brave bearded bastard.
You big burly brave bearded bastard.
Can you get any more bees in that?
You big
Bollocks.
busty.
You big burly busty bearded
Brave.
bastard.
Is this going to be a new game now? See how many bees we can get going.
B. Sorry, your top 3.
Yes, my top 3. And it's not Care Bears. Though-
B.
Right, Event Horizon.
Brilliant film.
Yes, very fun film.
Proving that Paul W.S. Anderson could actually direct.
And that Sam Neill could be more than an archaeologist.
Archaeologist.
Paleontologist.
Paleontologist.
You fool. He's thinking of Indiana Jones.
Yes.
He's got Indiana Jones in Jurassic Park. He's got Grant, Dr. Grant,
Yep.
Yeah.
raiding
Arcs.
Yeah.
Arks. What was it?
Raiding Lost Ark.
Yeah,
They
thank you.
both wear a
Raiding
hat.
the Lost Arks.
They both deal with old shit and they both wear a hat. It's not that hot.
Da 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 da
Now do Jurassic Park.
da 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 da.
John Williams is the band. That's the game that you want to play at Christmas. Try and get John Williams themes.
Yeah.
You have to transfer from one to the other really quickly. And you
That's
can't.
not good.
Star Wars to Superman, you're like, oh shit.
Oh, that is difficult, that.
No, I'm doing Indiana Jones.
Hang on. That's Star Wars. Damn, my friend. You are talented. I couldn't have done that.
I can transition from Superman to Legend of Zelda.
I don't think that was John Williams.
No, I know, but I'm just saying. It's just
Event Horizon.
Yes, Event Horizon.
I'm sorry.
A film where it takes space and horror and actually does it right without Alien.
Horror film in space? Yes, we've had Alien, I suppose, yeah.
Yeah, it was a mindfuck film.
Can I just...
It was brilliant. Have you ever seen it?
I saw it once, years ago. I cannot remember it at all.
Good film. What were you going to say?
You know, you just said about sort of like Paul W. Anderson.
Yes.
W.S. Anderson. He did Mortal Kombat,
Yep.
which I quite like. Now, the Resident Evil movies.
Oh, no.
Don't speak of those.
The first two we can get away with, the rest no.
I don't mind them. It's sort of,
A big budget movie and they come up with a worse storyline than the game. That's all I've got to say.
Yeah, to be fair, I sit and watch. I can't sit and watch all of them back to back, but each one individually, I could just sit and watch and sort of like take your brain out of gear. They're entertaining enough.
Dude, I've been to the cinema to see all but one of them, so
I mean,
I don't like them. I don't. I think, as to be connected to Resident Evil, they are absolute garbage. But I still watch them.
I was going to say, I mean, they're not related to games at all at this point, apart from names.
The first one kind of covered both first and second games. Sort of.
The first one.
Yeah, the
The
first
second
one. The first one covered pretty much both first and second in a way.
I don't know.
Because you got the mansion and then you got the...
So I think the second one was the one that was most related to games, because it was most like Nemesis, weren't it?
Yeah, it was also the cheesiest.
Yeah. Out of the five they've done, I would say the second one's probably my least favourite. Because of that, it really...
When I was younger, it was my favourite. As I've got older and I've discovered I can enjoy things that aren't shit. No, it's...
All those films you used to complain at your parents for watching that are boring. You sit there and watch now and it's like...
Yeah, it's this old age thing. I don't know what's going on. I don't like it.
We have refined taste or just no taste. I'm not sure which yet.
So don't get me wrong, I'm not saying they're brilliant or big. Well, as 90 Minutes to Kill, there are worse films.
It's true. I've watched all of them more than once, so, you know, I don't think they're very good films, but they're worth watching.
Every film's worth watching, I'd say.
Yeah.
Except for Halloween 2, the remake, Rob Zombie.
Yeah, but to be fair, you say that, I still think we could all sit around and watch it and take the piss out of it.
That's true, it could be fun.
That is, a lot of films are worth just doing that, but
You know what?
bringing people together.
We could actually do that. And
Yeah.
make it a thing on here. Like, sort it out so we can watch a film, record it and kind of like be in time with the film, and then
Like
like
an audio commentary.
Yeah.
I don't think you get rights to do that.
No.
way.
You don't have the audio on.
You won't be able to do it.
You mean like a voice? So like a voice recording, what's happening in, but no audio or video.
You would need some sort of permission, copyright to do that.
Why, there's going to be no copyright infringed if you just
Of course
talk.
there is. You're
No, you
playing
just
the film on
no, but
YouTube.
you're not. Yeah, but you're not listening to. You've got it in your
It
ears.
doesn't matter, dude. It's still somebody else's work that you're putting on YouTube.
No. You're not getting me. What we're doing now, like this.
Yeah.
We
But
do
with the
this.
film playing.
No, we play it through headphones, so it can't be copied onto.
And what about the picture?
We don't have a picture. What we do is we say you have to play it with the video.
So it will be
And
a
then-
blank screen and us talking, which is what we're doing now.
Yeah, pretty much. But they can watch the film and listen to our commentary over it as they're watching their copy of the film on TV.
I suppose it's not a bad idea, as long as you're not actually
And
playing.
now we'll break for a 10-minute intermission.
As long as I'm thinking you meant play the actual
No,
video.
no, I wouldn't. I know.
Because you'd never get away with it. But
No.
That was something to think about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, back to Event Horizon.
Yeah, sorry, we took over that one a bit.
Yeah. I'm not very good with movies. It's not really my forte, but
Well, you picked a good one.
yeah, it's freaked me out as a kid that I couldn't sleep for nearly a couple of days after I'd watched it. Just woke up
And you could never watch Jurassic Park again.
I couldn't for the first. I couldn't that Christmas because it's like
It went to Event Horizon that did that for me with Jurassic Park 3.
Yeah.
Alan! Talking raptor.
wait, what?
That dream sequence in Jurassic Park 3 where there's a raptor sat in the plane talking to him. And goes, Alan!
I don't remember that.
Connor's confused.
No, because all I've got now is that beaver shouting, Alan, Alan, Alan.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Oh shit, it's Steve.
Beaver?
Steve.
What's going on?
Steve.
What's that mean?
No, that's all I've got stuck in my head now. Yeah, it hasn't aged well. I'll get that. The CG is.
You think so?
The CG isn't for high definition TV.
I don't know.
You can pick it out, which is one thing.
Yeah, but it doesn't use a massive amount of CG, does it though? So it's not bad.
No.
Completely sort of changing the subject again. But, you can edit it out if you want. The whole bit in Jurassic World where the T-Rex comes bursting through a Spinosaurus skeleton, do you think that was kind of a middle finger to Jurassic Park 3?
I believe so.
Do you think?
Wait, what?
Connor's confused again.
No, it's like the Spinosaurus.
Why is it no matter what you say to him, goes, huh?
What?
What's going on?
At the end, have you seen Jurassic World?
Yes.
At the end, when they let the Tyrannosaurus Rex out of its paddock,
Yeah.
and then it comes bursting on scene, and it crashes through a skeleton,
Then has a fist fight.
and then puts a bandana on.
Goes Rambo.
It bursts through a skeleton. That's a Spinosaurus skeleton.
Right, and the Spinosaurus is supposed to be the big bad of...
The Spinosaurus is the one that killed it in Jurassic Park, killed the T-Rex in Jurassic Park 3.
They actually killed the T-Rex in Jurassic Park 3.
Have you even seen the film?
I don't know, I may have repressed it.
That's possible.
I just remember T-Rex coming out in Jurassic World and it's like... little girly squeal. Fangirl squeal.
I'm there waiting, to be fair. I said
Why do you both have erections?
T-Rex, man.
T-rections.
Oh, God.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm the motherfucking T-Rex.
Oh, the
I don't
gangster
wanna know.
one. It's great.
No,
But no, I
Everybody will.
fangirl squealed when Rexy came.
I said that to Nicky.
Was it not a bit cheesy though with the whole raptor helping him?
Oh, no.
Oh, you cynical bastard.
I
What's
genuinely-
life done to you to make you like this?
I love the film. I really enjoyed it. But I did think when there's like raptor running up the T-Rex's back and tag teaming this other dinosaur, I did find it a bit cheesy.
I just... you're probably right, but to be fair, I repressed straight back into an 8-year-old.
I'm getting old and miserable. So,
Yeah, and then when bloody... What's it called
Life
again?
is beating
What
me
is that
down.
dinosaur called?
Indominus Rex.
What?
Indominus Rex.
Oh, the baddie.
Yeah. I wasn't the only one that nearly cried when T-Rex you thought were dead.
I
Yeah.
knew it wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, you know it's not going to happen, but he was like...
I was sat there in cinema going, if you kill a T-Rex again, you will have lost me forever, Jurassic Park franchise. I will go home, I will take my Jurassic Park Blu-ray, and I will sell it. And I will never speak of it again.
Oh, I wonder if they'll play it first and again over Christmas. Boxing Day.
Probably.
You can't have British Boxing Day without Jurassic Park.
First film I ever...
You filthy swine.
First film
Hey, we're in tone.
First film I ever saw at cinema. Jurassic Park.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm saying no.
First film I ever saw on Pirate Jurassic Park.
First film I ever saw...
Shooter!
Shooter!
Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles.
The film was called Ninja.
Was it?
Yeah.
The new one was, wasn't it?
No, the old one as well.
I'm getting confused with it.
I had it on video, I know.
Anyway, back to horror.
Sorry.
Yes, yeah, back to...
Geeks, repress your inner geek.
Hey,
No!
This is a happy place. We don't want you bringing your cynicism here.
We need blood.
Repress our geek. You are wearing a Green Lantern t-shirt. He's wearing Superman pyjamas.
I know.
I'm wearing a Superman t-shirt.
Nothing, and he's wearing nothing but a smile.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Coming all over here saying, with your T-Rex and Raptor teaming up with cheesy. God, what has life done to you?
How can you say that was okay, but a dream sequence talking raptor? Oh no, that's too far.
Because it was a dream sequence talking Raptor.
Yeah, alright, then, fair enough. Horror!
Because it went... Any other name, maybe.
Okay. The T-Rex and the raptor have a little look at each other after they've killed it, as if to say, a little nod. Say, yeah, well done.
Yeah.
The T-Rex couldn't see that shit. Fucking raptor ain't moving, bro.
That is actually a good point.
T-Rex is staring into space going, T-Rex is retarded.
No, that... Keep up on your research. That's old research now. Now they don't think that the T-Rex vision's based on movement. It's actually the first one that's wrong now.
Which means in the first one, then they were stood there in front of it and they just thought, I'm just going to pretend I can't see them.
That's what they were doing. That's what she was doing, sorry.
Sorry.
He's like, you can't see us if we don't move. I fucking can. I'm going to eat you.
Would it be too far then if that T-Rex and that raptor had a fist bump?
I'd have loved that even more.
Oh god, now I've got a vision of T-Rex going in fist bump and just end up collapsing over
Falling
itself.
on the floor.
Do you not smell the cheese?
It's us!
That's the bit that's the bit. That's what makes the film, man.
I'm not going to win with you, set of bastards.
I said to Nicky, because you know when T-Rex comes on, I'm going to stand up and shout the Jurassic Park theme
In an empty cinema.
No, it was full. So to be fair, when T-Rex come on, she went, "Don't you dare!"
The great thing is, though, it did have the theme, though, as it came out.
Have you seen the advert for the train line or something? And he's stood in queue waiting for a train, and he's thinking about, I am on the rails, I am this, I am that. And he goes, I am train, and then he goes, da da. Top for his lungs. I thought that was brilliant.
I still want to know how she ran in those heels, though.
Yeah, to be fair, that is impressive. You've never tried.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried to walk in heels?
Yeah, it's not that difficult.
No, you haven't. No, mind you, humans probably had lots of practice.
Damn right.
Oh, those nights in Soho.
To be fair, that part of the film, they're running from the T-Rex in heels, has spawned a million jokes, and they could have got away with it just by having one scene where she takes them off, a 2-second clip of her taking the heels off.
You've got a 30-foot giant meat-eating lizard coming.
How are people complaining about heels? Oh, she runs in heels, it ruins the film. But they don't mind the fact that the T-Rex and the Raptor are tag teaming a fucking dinosaur. Who wouldn't do that? Motherfucker, they're eating him. You know I'm right.
In every person, there is a small child. Your small child is dead.
Oh, come on, let's be honest.
As a kid,
You molested your small child.
As a kid, everyone loved the T-Rex.
Damn right.
As a kid, everyone loved the Raptors.
Fuck no.
No, they were the baddies.
They were evil.
That's why. That's what makes the Jurassic World, because it made them the goodies.
Yeah. That's why they're awesome again.
No, it didn't. It made them like trained dogs that, as soon as we meet a new master, fuck you, I'm going to kill you now.
I'm just trying to wind you up here.
Well, let's agree that we're both wrong.
No. Let's
And that
agree.
I'm right.
You're a miserable bastard.
Fine. I accept it. But that scene still smells of cheese, bitch.
Well, don't
Anyway.
forget that giant whale helped as well.
Oh yeah, that was the eagle, weren't it? Eagles from Lord of the Rings. Convenient monster.
Ex Machina.
Yeah. Right then.
Right, back to...
Event Horizon.
Try again.
Oh, just before we go back to it. No, not Jurassic Park. I got Trevor's 5.
I noticed.
Is that any
that's
good?
It's
Is it still as cheesy as hell?
of course.
Great.
It's
I'm gonna get it.
It's. I'm not sure, to be fair. I've watched it once, and I have to admit, the first time I watched the third one, I didn't really like the third one, but I've watched it again recently, and I quite liked it. I'm not sure if fifth and a bit same. First time I watched it, I was a bit like, it doesn't seem as funny.
Yeah.
Maybe the jokes weren't a bit thin, but
Yeah. I've only really ever seen the first one properly, so.
First, second, and third for me. I used to be a fan of it as a kid.
the first, second,
Awesome film.
I've got the first, the second, the third,
Bright
the fourth, and the
orange
fifth.
Bright orange blood.
I've loved the entire franchise.
Wait, in Tremors 5, do they still bleed orange?
Yeah,
Oh, thank God for that.
but they have changed the design on them because it's supposed to be in Africa, so there's like a slightly different.
Breed.
Yeah,
Cool.
Back to Event Horizon.
Event Horizon.
I think we can move on from Event Horizon, can't we? Unless there's anything else you want to say.
To be fair, I don't even remember what the story is.
It's about a spaceship that travels
Using a black hole generated to...
gravity drive to
sort of
create a
move.
wormhole.
Yeah, move through a wormhole. There you go. By using a black hole generator, which apparently...
They went to a solar system called Alpha Centauri.
I always sort of got the impression that the black hole inside the black hole was supposed to be hell.
That's what I'd heard.
Well, they say
Supposed to travel to hell.
Alpha Centauri is hell.
Yeah, so inside a black hole, they're saying it's hell.
Well, on the other side of it.
Yeah.
They make nice cars. Oh no, that's Alfa Romeo.
Yeah.
Sorry. I live here.
Awesome film. Recommend it, though.
Yes, very much so. Don't let a 5-year-old watch. Well, 7 or 8-year-old watch it. It's no, I was 12 when I watched it. 97, weren't it?
So I had it in my head it was 98 for some reason.
Either way,
But
13.
you've seen it, so you probably.
It's like you're still 12, 13 years old. I don't recommend it for those. Really, I don't.
Right then.
Oh, right. Second film. The Thing, the 2011 remake, come
2011.
prequel. Yeah. We, is it Russell Crowe? No, that was the...
Original.
No,
Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell. That was the remake of the original.
Original.
Of the
The
original.
1980...
There was The Thing from Another Planet.
Yeah.
that was 50.
That was the 50s.
Yeah.
Then
Then
the
you got-
80s was The Thing.
Yeah.
And then in 2011 they made The Thing.
I didn't know you'd seen the new one.
Yeah, I watched it the other day. It quite a good film.
I didn't rate the Kurt Russell one. I tried to watch it.
I will
but
be honest. I do prefer the original Thing, the 1987,
I don't know.
83.
83.
80 something, I know that much.
Yeah, that one to me was better
So why did you put that one on your top 3 list?
because
You probably got confused.
look, the
The Thing.
the 2011 remake is the prequel, but a sequel at the same time.
So it's a prequel to the 83 one or whatever it is.
Yeah, but it also is a sequel, using more or less all the same characters.
Fair
I
enough.
thought it was supposed to be a prequel because it finishes where the first one starts.
I couldn't tell you.
No idea.
I've never seen the 80s one.
The original.
I watched about
no, sorry, not the original.
20 minutes of it. And
the
I got
80s
bored.
one starts with a helicopter chasing a dog.
Yeah.
And the remake finishes it with that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, not
With
remake, the
With,
prequel.
with the prequel chasing the dog.
So it's a prequel.
In a way, yeah.
In a big way. As in it is.
I don't know. It's like 30. You do another film like 30, 40 years later. Oh, it's a prequel to it.
Yeah, I'll have to give it a try. Like I said, I couldn't get into the Kurt Russell one, but
I can't remember who it was I was talking to about this because I watched a review of that, the prequel, and they were pulling it to pieces because of the special effects.
Yes, I will admit the effects weren't that good.
Well, see, the thing there though is what this reviewer was saying is they're on about the 80s version being brilliant because it pioneered special effects. Well, you watch them now, they've dated so badly.
Oh, yeah.
Which is obvious because it was the 80s.
Plus, they were using a lot of practical effects.
But they still look tacky. But
it's very over the top, though, what I saw of it.
Yeah, all oogly boogly monsters into it kind of thing. Well, I mean, I think the prequel's the same from the clips what I've seen. But my point that I was sort of trying to make is they all have a go at CGI. And before in this video, I've had a go at horror films using CGI. But I think it's because you don't need to in a horror film.
Yeah.
To me, it's sort of like you got these people who are always having to go at the CGI because for whatever reason, and I'm sort of like, well, it's because it's the modern day filmmaker's tool.
Yeah.
And you sort of like, back in the day they used stop motion and stuff like that. Stop motion didn't look good.
No, it really didn't.
But now they're shitting all over CGI because it's the modern day filmmaker's tool. And it's sort of like, well, no, it's because it's like the point I always sort of make. If you don't like CGI, films aren't being made for you anymore, mate. It's time to piss off and move on.
I do think it can be overused.
Well, yeah,
to a point,
anything can be overused though, in a film. It's just sort of like when they sort of say all the effects, like when they're on about The Thing. I've not seen it, to be fair, so maybe I'm talking shit. But when they say, oh, the effects that they did so well back in the 80s, that looks shit by today's standards.
Yeah.
No, I agree with you.
Evolution.
Yeah.
Special effects.
But people don't seem to be able to move on for it.
Dude, we've said it before in our videos. People just love to bitch and moan about everything. Everyone's a critic, but no one knows what they're talking about.
Or no one knows how to fix it. There's only so much practical effects can do these days.
The entire world's turning into whiny little bitches at times. Even me.
Yeah.
Raptors and T-Rexes.
So what is it about The Thing that you liked, Connor?
Oh,
He likes the things thing.
No, it's just completely different. It's
Fair enough, what's your number
Donald's
three?
crashed. Reboot him.
0404 not found. No, I don't know how to explain why I enjoy it. It's just one of those films I do enjoy watching. It's got a nice creepy level to it. It's got a bit of mindfuck to it because you're playing on the.
I know it's supposed to be a good film, but it's just me personally. I couldn't get into it.
No.
What about remake or original now?
Both.
Well, I couldn't get into the 80s original.
Original.
So, I'm not going to really bother with the prequel, I don't think.
Right then.
But that's just... Number 3.
Death.
No. 3 is hard for me because I keep wanting to do... I just want to say Stephen King films.
Oh, dude.
There's just too many to pick from to be a favourite.
It's got to be it.
It's got to be.
It could be it. But I enjoyed Christine. I enjoyed Langoliers. There's just so many of them. I'm waiting for Dark Tower series to be made into a film.
They're not horror films, aren't they?
No.
They're kind of like his Lord of the Rings things, aren't they?
Yeah.
Well, I heard that the book was connected to the Dark Tower books, apparently.
I could be
A lot of them are interconnected. I don't know. I've only ever read The Shining. So
I read The Stand.
Yes. That was a hard read.
yeah.
I say I read it, audiobook.
Yeah.
Am
But
I the
like
only one
40
that
hours.
actually reads books?
you can't read, you lie.
I can read.
Stephen King wise, for me, it's got to be it. That is just fucking scary.
As a kid, yes.
As an adult,
Now you can get past it.
you're terrified of clowns.
I'm terrified of clowns. I'm not terrified of it anymore.
That's because of it.
Yes, because... Yeah.
You're terrified of clowns because of Tim Curry.
Yes.
Tim Curry's scary on his own.
Tim Curry's scary in Rocky Horror Picture Show.
No, I've never seen it, but yeah.
Unfortunately,
I've seen the picture, and that's enough to scare me.
I have been terribly put through torture of that film.
Yeah, I think that is actually the scariest film I've ever seen, the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
No, that was my sister. She loved that film to bits, and it's like, what's to enjoy about a man in drag?
To be fair, Nikki said that to me the other day. She goes, "It's only him. It's only Tim Curry who's in dragging to something."
I don't know, it's all a bit weird. There's like a group of them, isn't there?
I don't know. I've not seen
Yeah,
it.
it's like a transvestite club.
It was
type
a long
thing.
time ago I saw it, and I
Yeah.
repressed most of it. Unfortunately, it still comes out at times.
It's also got Right Said Fred in it.
I thought they were in from Crystal Maze.
Yes.
Richard O'Brien.
Yeah.
I think you're right, yeah.
No, I could swear it's Right Said Fred. Because,
Either way, there's a bald dude in it.
yeah.
He's in from Crystal Maze.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think he's
I'll
right.
have to check this after we're done.
I know, again, useless fact here. I know the Rocky Horror Picture Show is where you get the term Easter egg from.
Yeah?
Yeah,
I'm
there's
not
a
going to
lot.
ask why.
Because there's that many Easter eggs to the films.
Well, no, they did a massive Easter egg on because it was filmed over Easter.
Ah.
I know in America they do hide Easter eggs, and they hid that many that they couldn't find them all. When filming carried on, you can find the eggs in the film.
Cool. Oh,
So-
weird.
So
I
that's
suppose.
when there's little. So that's why when there's little tidbits and everything, they call them Easter eggs.
Groovy.
Speaking of groovy...
So what would you choose then?
oh,
Stephen King, come on. I'd choose it.
I can't decide because I also enjoyed Christine.
Well, that does fit you, a man in love with his car, I suppose.
I can't help myself.
Like you, Rick.
Stephen King,
Yeah.
one that's been adapted into a film.
Yes.
Not
But it's got
just
to be
any-
horror, not like Shawshank Redemption or...
Yeah. Okay.
It don't have to be. If you've read it, fair enough. It's still horror.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
Shawshank Redemption was not horror.
No, you meant book-wise.
Oh right, sorry. I don't know. I mean, would you classify the stand as horror?
Partially, I suppose, yeah. It's sort of
I think-
apocalyptic and...
I mean, that was a TV miniseries, wasn't it?
What's that?
Yeah, well, so was it.
The Stand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if it were a film,
M-O-O.
if I'd have to say a film, I'd say The Shining, but it'd be kind of. I'm not that bothered about The Shining film, but I can't think of another one.
What about Carrie?
There's a lot of films you probably know that you don't even realise.
I don't think I've actually seen the original Carrie.
The original's good. I quite like the remake. There's a lot of remakes going on tonight.
Yeah.
I did quite like that remake.
Again, the remake though. Again, it was one of the things where in the last 10 minutes they went a bit over the top with CGI.
Yeah.
So I'm defending CGI with
Yeah.
one hand and kicking. It's not CGI's fault. It's the people using it.
So, The Stand.
Yeah.
It for me. How about you, Connor?
Like I said, it's either going to be it or what do you call it, Christine for me.
Christine.
Make a choice.
I like both of them.
It's alright. It's not fucking written in stone. Somebody's not going to come up and slap you for making the wrong choice.
Yes, and they do.
Well, Christine then.
Groovy.
Speaking of groovy, Evil Dead.
Oh. Right. Evil Dead. I love the remake.
Yeah.
Fantastic film. Absolutely love it. Can't stand... I don't mind the original Evil Dead.
Right, the one that weren't meant to be a comedy horror.
Can't stand Evil Dead 2. Or Army of Darkness. Cannot abide them. I know people will hate it, but I really can't get into them. When I'm watching horror, I want horror. I want scares and chills, not comedy and ridiculousness. Yes.
I've only seen the remake. I've seen parts of the original when we watched it at yours.
That's where the original one-line hero come from. No. I like the first one. Why they made a second one purely comedy, I can't remember why. Army of Darkness, it were corny, you just turn your brain off and let it happen. It was easy enough to enjoy.
That's what it's like to go to bed with me. Turn your brain off and let it happen.
And then the remake, I wasn't that fussed about.
No?
No. Because I knew what I had in mind for Evil Dead, and that weren't it when I came to it.
There's a TV series, isn't there? Ash versus the Evil Dead.
I've been looking forward to that.
So the original plan was to have another sequel, weren't it? To then have a sequel with that, was it Mia?
Yeah.
Remake.
Yeah.
And then have another one where Ash and Mia, but then they've scrapped that for a TV show.
Thank God. I think you should really keep them separate.
Yeah, let them have a TV series. They'll probably do 1 or 2 seasons and then move on.
Yeah.
I can't see it being a long running thing because there's not really much you can do without washing repeating.
I just feel that if you're trying to watch horror, you want horror. Do you know what I mean? It's sort of mixing two genres and
Zombieland.
Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah.
Both horrors in their own right, but also comedy.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, alright, you've got a point there. I don't like it.
Which one would you pick out of them then? Those two though. Shaun of the Dead and Zombieland.
Oh.
Kind of
Oh, God, it's like selfish choice.
It's one of those moments where you just say, yes.
It's no difficult decision for me.
I know what you'll choose, but
Shaun of the Dead for him.
Yeah, Shaun of the Dead all the way. I love that film.
I've got to say Zombieland. It's got Bill Murray in it, dude.
Fair point. Simon Pegg and Nick Frost together. He's
Bill Murray.
The beating a zombie up with Queen in the background, Don't Stop Me Now.
Bill motherfucking Murray.
Garfield.
Ghostbusters.
Garfield.
Kiss my ass. What about you? Come on.
Mate, it'll have to be both. I can't pick between them. I like them both way too much.
Choose, or you'll lose a testicle.
I choose what the fuck I want to choose, and I choose both.
Rick, get his testicles.
he thinks somebody's fucking listening now, isn't he? Just don't want to upset anybody.
You can only watch one of them for the rest of your life.
Oh, Shaun of the Dead then.
That's all we wanted.
2 to 1, bitch.
Sorry, no. I can't. No. It's just funnier.
Well, you can kiss my ass. Anybody wants to let me know in the comments below what you think, because personally I think Zombieland. So come on, I'm outnumbered here. Help me. Comment.
I think the thing is though is
Like and subscribe as well, please.
I just think Shaun of the Dead's the funnier because it's English people in a zombie apocalypse.
Being English people.
Zombieland's very much sort of like the American take on the apocalypse. So Woody Harrelson's character, so like, yeah, let's go kill zombies.
Damn right.
Whereas Shaun of the Dead, it's like, what are we going to do? Have a sit down?
Go to the pub?
Have a cup of tea?
It's good. It is a brilliant film.
They both are.
But Zombieland has got Twinkies.
I thought it was Bill Murray.
And Bill Murray. What more does a film need?
A cup of tea.
Simon Pegg and Nick Frost.
Emma Stone.
I see. That's not fair.
It is very fair.
Can't
Twinkies, Emma Stone, Bill motherfucking Murray.
Twinkies aren't that nice.
Get out.
No.
Get out.
No, because you're driving.
Get out.
Twinkies are not that nice. I've tried one. They weren't impressive. After all the rain...
You see my chin?
Yes, it shows how many
That's
Twinkies you've had.
85% Twinkie.
Yes, I have tried one of the chocolate flavoured Twinkies.
No. What cream?
They are doing a sequel to that, though, aren't they, Zombieland?
I heard so, yeah. I've not read up on it, but I heard rumours that they were doing it.
God, can you imagine? What do you call it?
Lex
Luthor.
Yeah.
Where the fuck's Superman when I need him?
Well, see, when you get Simon Pegg and Nick Frost together, you get stuff like Paul.
I do like Paul. But it's not got Bill Murray or Twinkies.
But you haven't got Hot Fuzz.
Or Emma Stone. I mean, that film is pretty much perfect.
What?
Zombieland. I really want a Twinkie now.
I don't see how you can get better than a weed-smoking alien. With Simon Pegg and Nick Frost.
Voiced by...
Seth Rogen.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I love it when they're at that campsite. It's like, yeah, use them tongs. Stoke the fire.
What about her? You bet your big fat cock.
You bet big fat cock.
Oh, the Tourette's woman.
Tourette's?
Yeah, she got Tourette's, hasn't she?
No.
And why did she keep swearing all the time?
Because she discovered God isn't real.
Oh, right.
She thought, fuck it.
She suddenly found out swearing's fun. I was trying to look for some more. I was trying to think of horror films that we could talk about. I'm looking at that any apart from Paranormal Activities.
I don't know, I think we've got a lot of time.
Apollo
there.
18. That's a sort of horror.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that more for the space stuff, though. I quite like space stuff, though.
I guess that's a bit like, what was that? Last Days on Mars. That I watched. It's a British-made programme, well, movie. Last Days on Mars. It's basically, as it says, The Last Days on Mars. They've got to try and get...
Who's Last Days on Mars?
There's like a landing party on Mars already there when the film starts.
Oh, right, okay.
And it's basically the last 36 hours before they get picked up to go back to Earth.
Oh, right.
Anyway, they eventually find something in soil
Don't worry
samples.
about Connell's attention span.
I saw a blinking light.
It's infection as well, because I've fucking gone with it.
No,
Well, I pretty much know the scariest film ever made.
go on then.
What's that?
Anything from the Twilight franchise after the first one.
Oh.
I don't know, I'd class the first one as pretty damn scary as well.
See, I don't mind the first one, it was something different. But, to be fair, I wouldn't say the film, it's more like Kristen Stewart, she's particularly scary.
The scary thing about it is, I watched the films, I read the books just to make fun of it.
No, you didn't. You love it.
I have no interest.
You love
I
it.
cannot stand it.
You cover yourself in glitter at times and stand in the sunshine.
I got quite into it when it first came out. Like I say,
I know you did, is all you used to talk about, you big girl.
I know. I quite enjoyed I thought it was something different, and then they just carried on.
You know how we were on about how we shouldn't make fun of Star Wars fans?
I'm not scared of 12-year-old girls.
It's not the.
Are you?
It's not the girls you
You
should be.
mad?
It's not the girls you should be worried about. It's the mothers.
I don't know many of them. Just yours. I thought you were going to be sick then.
In my mouth, a little, yeah.
Well, should we call it a night at that?
Yeah,
I think we've got a lot of content.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for listening, everyone. And remember, let us know in the comments if you agree with me or these idiots. You know, Zombieland. And like and subscribe. Bye. Bye-bye.
Love you.
No, we don't. I keep saying that. I do.
Donate money. We can buy Andy a soul.
No worries.
So we can enjoy things again.
Like the T-Rex and the Raptors.
Yeah.
Bill Murray.